G'day guys, this is Sean from Advanced Mobile Autocare. It's 8 AM in the morning in Canberra, so it's bloody freezing. At the moment it's about -2 or 3 degrees. Today we're doing a logbook service on the Misubishi Triton. Okay, so what is the difference between the logbook and the basic service? The basic service, it's, if you don't drive you use the vehicle as much, in daily basis, then you could just, do the engine oil change and the filter all as a minimum, just get the car going. And logbook service is the booklet designed by a manufacturer, different brands that, there's certain items and components that's supposed to be replaced by certain kilometers or by time. Okay, so this one, Triton, it's done almost about 180,000 kilometers. Every 90,000 is a major service for these things, for these models. But pretty much Mitsubishi franchise across all platforms, most of them, every 90,000, they are due for major service. So we take a close look. So this is diesel engines. The engine code is fine for wheel drive, rear drive. Every 90,000, okay, or by time. Okay, this is tick, 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 tick. Here means you're supposed to get these done. Diff oils, transmissions, engine oil filter, and the most important part, if you look at here, every 90,000, that the timing belt's supposed to be done every 90,000. So the most important part is the timing belt replacement, because anything happened to it potentially could cost you engine replacement, because it would damage the engine. So with all that being said, let's get it started, get the car on stands, give it good inspections and take it from there. Okay, so we had a chat with the customer after the inspection. Also talked to the customer what needs to be done regarding the 180,000 logbook service. Look, we didn't get the green light to go ahead to do it, but it's not because, yes, it's expensive repairs. 180,000, like a timing belt, transfer case, fluids, gearbox oil, all that, not cheap. But we know these customers can afford it because this customer has been with us, give or take, about 7 or 8 years. The majority of the reason it's because this morning when I tried to start the car, it's very hard to start. So this car, it is having the cold starting problems. It takes a couple of stalls before eventually started. Test drive the vehicle, goes fine, smooth. So look, I'm not going to explain too much about what would cause the cold starting issues on the diesel engines, but particularly it could be faulty injectors, faulty EGR, carbon built inside the intake system, glow plug or glow plug module, all that. So what I'm trying to say is the car not only needing these expensive repairs on 180,000 kilometers logbook service, but could also, it needs other, repairs on top of it. Judging from the vehicle, customer paid 5,000 from his friend, and we try to predict as much as we can for the customer, so he can make his options. Not to mention the car needs front brake pads. The battery also fell for the battery test. So with the stuff, we take photos to prove, okay, so this is actually fell for, it says replays. The main thing is the CCA, the cranking arms getting lower. I think the main reason is because this car is not being used as much as it should. Let's say this one, so the brake pads is getting low. Still usable at the moment, still safe to drive, but it's coming up. So we just try to help out with the for the customer, what would be upcoming for him to, fix it, or what money to spend on the next time. Not only this time. We think, so we just try to open up the more being honest to the customer and transparency, because $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 bill sounds pretty good, but what's the point if they don't come back to you, or if it backfires you later down the track? So I think honesty is the best policy. So today we just doing the air filter and the fuel filter and oil change, and put them back on and report everything, and then take it from there. Okay, that's it. So the service is all done. We're about to go for the test drive, and thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.